We will begin with the national anthem of Mali, followed by the national anthem of the United States of America. We will then proceed with the purpose of the pinning ceremony, and the High School Students' Council pin presentation and a student performance. This will be followed by the Middle School Student Council pin presentation and a student performance. We will also receive words of congratulation from our U.S. Ambassador present today, and then conclude with closing remarks. Thank you for being present today. Please rise for the national anthem of Mali, followed by the national anthem of the United States of America.
And I'm in 9th grade. I'm the Student Council Vice President, and I'm here to talk to you about the importance of the pinning ceremony. Today's pinning ceremony marks the beginning of a new chapter for our Student Council. The pinning ceremony is more than just receiving a pin. It's a symbol of trust and responsibility. As the very first group to take part in the ceremony, we carry the responsibility of setting the standard. It reminds us that being part of the Student Council means serving our classmates with integrity, respect, and dedication. As we wear these pins, let's remember that leadership is about action, service, and making our school community stronger. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Ms. Mamua Fofana, and I am the Interim Director of American International School of Bamako. I would kindly like to ask the U.S. Ambassador to please join us on stage as we commence the presentation of the pinning ceremony.
Director Fofana, Madam President and Madam President, pretty cool. Parents, students, teachers, good morning, everybody. Auni Sogoma. Thank you for welcoming me back to the American International School of Bamako. It's always a pleasure to be here with you, and one of the favorite parts of my job are the conversations and engagements I have with this community, especially the students, and of course the teachers and the families. To our student council members, it's pretty ceremonial today, right? It's kind of serious, a pin, a photo, a few words, but what we're really celebrating is responsibility. The responsibility that you're taking on by accepting these pins. You're agreeing to speak up when it's uncomfortable. You're agreeing to speak up when it's inconvenient. You're agreeing to listen also when it's uncomfortable and inconvenient. You're agreeing to represent others even when you don't agree with them. That's not always easy, especially in an environment where you're balancing academics, friendships, expectations, and plans for what comes next. But these challenges are exactly what makes this kind of responsibility, this kind of leadership, meaningful. One of the things I admire most about student leadership is that it happens close to real life. You see problems as they emerge. You feel the impact of decisions immediately. You learn quickly that leadership is not being the loudest voice in the room. It's about being thoughtful, fair, and reliable. About accurately representing the people that you're working for and taking care of them. So this is a life lesson for the future, not just potentially for what might you do in work, but also for your family. I also want to acknowledge the role of the school, and I want to especially thank Director Fofana for taking the interim role on and making this such a welcoming atmosphere. International schools like AISB do something special. They bring together students from different backgrounds, cultures, experiences, and ask them not to learn just side by side, but with one another, through one another. That environment makes leadership both harder and more important, and it prepares you well for whatever paths you choose later on. To the students speaking today, congratulations. Take this role seriously. Don't be intimidated. I don't think any one of you are intimidated from what I can tell. You don't have to have all the answers. You've got a whole bunch of people supporting you. But please, be curious, have integrity, and most of all, be willing to take the responsibility when something doesn't go as planned. The hardest times, but also the times when you will show who you are when you have trouble. To the teachers and the families here today, thank you for supporting these students and trusting them with this responsibility. That trust is what allows young people to grow into capable, confident adults. Congratulations again to the Student Council. I wish you a successful year ahead, and I look forward to seeing the impact you'll make both inside yourselves and inside this wonderful community, but also outside in Bamako and in Mali. Thank you for your service. Congratulations.